Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Storm, and I'm back into it with Danganronpa. Okay, so last video I did, last session, I could not figure out for the life of me how to continue this damn story. So I quit for a second, took a breather, and I think I may have something now. I looked something up online, and let's see. We're still investigating. No, not here. Ah, fucking Celeste. Where's the thing from before? Oh, there it is. That way. Despair Hotel, it's called. For some strange reason. Hey, Aoi. What's up? Okay, there we go. That's what I missed last time. There are all kinds of knives, kitchen knives here, big to small, but no, there's one missing. Looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I might see if anyone else here knows more about it. More truth bullets. Okay, so back out. Once again, we talked to Aoi here. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, and I'm just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it was missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. As I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. You should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account. Okay. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sai? No. What? Of course not. I would never. Oh, come on, Aoi. Don't look at me that way. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. No, that was Leon, and I can prove it, I hope. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. So we consider everything together. I honestly have no idea. Uh-oh. We're out of time.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Let's go.
It's time for the long-awaited...
Yes?
class trial!
Oh, never mind.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Yeah, see ya. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Let's go then. That's scary. I should probably save right now, but I'll just I mean, I did save right before I went to talk to Aoi, so it's fine. I'm telling you, it's Leon. Ah, Jesus, everyone's here. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Shut up. The fuck are you looking at me like that for? I bet you're afraid you will be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Shut up. You just said so they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is the one with the red hair back there. I just know as this game goes on, I can just tell everybody's gonna die. But I can say that Aoi, she's my favorite. Is it really one of us? Yeah, it is.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Let's talk to everyone first before we go, shall we? Because why not?
Got it!
Relax. I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Yes, you have. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Mysterious girl number 1, do you have anything to say? No? Let's get started. Shut up. You know something, putting up the game again, I realized that Kyoko's face is on the title screen for Danganronpa. Right next to Makoto, so I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Mysterious girl number 2, what do you want to say? Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? I found a lot of things, actually. Aoi!
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Okay. Chihiro?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. What was that? Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Of course not, but dude, this is the situation we're in right now. Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Shut up. Leon!
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Yes, I bet you did. Get through me. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. And then when I'm proven to be innocent, what are you guys gonna say then? Huh? Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? No. Why would I be?
Why?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Yeah, I guess so.
Impossible.
Damn. We really got through with this class trial thing, huh? We really gotta go through this class trial thing.
You know?
You're gonna confess. I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I'll be honest, I honestly kind of figured Yasuhiro would probably be one of the first killers of the game. He seems weird enough to me, but maybe that's just me being judgmental.
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Alright, now let's go. Anyone else here though? No, is that it? Let's go. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? Yes. No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
Oh, it's right, believe me. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. Okay, I'm more convinced than ever that you're in league with Monokuma. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my vote to try and give myself courage, I turn trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I can feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. I half expected a joke for it to be too many people in the elevator. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how the death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Shit. Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yoo-hoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Ugh, that's terrible seeing those two signs there. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. I wonder if I did anything differently if Sayaka and whatever her name was, I forgot what her name was. Kyoko? I wonder if I did anything differently that the two of them would have survived by now. Maybe someone else would have died. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly... Come on, dude, alright? A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Jesus. Yes. Gonna save another slot. Pre-trial prep. What's this classic trial that Monokuma mentioned? Okay, open here, handbook. Truth bullets. Let's see. The victim, Sayaka Maizono, the time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room, a dormitory. Placed in the bathroom, how the death was diagnosed in the right fracture. Evidence of the struggle, a replica sword sheath. I need both of these. Switching rooms, toolkit, Makoto's room's cleanliness, Sayaka's wrist, dying message. It says Leon. I'm telling you, it says Leon. Bathroom door frame. Bathroom doorknob. Dorm templates. Why all these switched? That's a really weird thing. So the one on the left is actually Sayaka's room, and the one on the right is actually Makoto's room. So whoever went into Makoto's room, Leon, was trying to go up to Sayaka. No, wait. Yeah, okay, yeah. So trying to go up to Sayaka, but got Makoto's room by mistake. Anyway, she was in there anyway though, so it worked out for them. Or maybe they were trying to go after Makoto. I don't know. Kitchen knife missing. Aoi's account. Trash duty. The incinerator. A burnt shirt piece. A shattered crystal ball. His hand. Yeah, before I get into this, I need to look at all of this. Maybe Sayaka cut her wrist with the crystal ball or something? It's glass after all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Red shirt piece. Who else has a long sleeve shirt right now that's cut up? Or burnt, rather. Set skills. What's I don't think I have any skills right now. Wait, robot job. Use your truth bullets rate of 5. Effective during the non-stop debate in the board. I guess. Melodious voice. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective damage. Increases damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed. I guess. That's all I have. How is this gonna happen? All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Oh boy.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Wonderful.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hands.
Are you serious, you idiot?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
What do you think? Those represent the fact that they're dead.
I feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Stop it.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Yeah, I noticed that too, actually.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
I honestly figured that might be where Monokuma himself is going to sit, but I guess not. He has his own chair in the back.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Okay, we'll see how that works out.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, absolutely. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. As things progress during each class trial, you will be engaged in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Without pause? If you don't any lies or contradictions be obeyed within their statements. Well, this means that you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with triangle button. Click attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fuck this up. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. These options buttons during these segments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. This is not fun. This is not fun at all. The visual style is great though. I love this visual style. Here we go. Make your argument. Everyone's in a struggle. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Obviously.
You know that part already.
And the murder took place in the killer's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Wait a minute. Oh, sounds like what she just said. About what was just said. Psycho had resisted all this, no especially for what happened to my room. Right. Okay, God. I thought I fucked up for a second. Yeah, that's true. She wasn't taken by surprise in the bathroom. Everything's a struggle, and plus the guy, whoever, Leon, broke the damn door to get in there. So there's not much surprise as it is, you know, a struggle. For this first debate, we'll actually take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot when through someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. With other people's statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? Yes, I did. That represents a potential hole in the person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Okay? The truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the circle button. I'm not doing that. I think we're looking at.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
So it's doing it again.
Yeah, you know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay, I'm still. She said.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Okay, I'm still fucking this up somehow.
You know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Am I still? She said.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, you know.
It was the. What's Gage? Straight and slow to pass your time. Huh. Silencer. Interesting. Flash truth bullet flashback. I thought slap the truth bullet. Hold on a second.
That part already.
And the murder took
No,
place
that's-
in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
Hold on for a second. Because X silencer fast forward argument. Okay, yeah, but like it.
the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Oh, I found this. I love this girl then.
Didn't even have a chance to resist.
Oh, right there. Okay, that was my mistake.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
What do you think?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Yeah,
you're
duh.
Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
What do you think, Leon?
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Oh, don't.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Tell me more, Envy.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. The knife. Make your argument. That's what knife says. Alright then.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Right, there we go, there we go.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You didn't notice?
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
I don't know, Leon. You tell me.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Dude, you were really trying to put this on me.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Do you, Kyoko? She's right. It's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well that I'm not the killer. It's a bit more to learn about non-stop debate, but yeah, tell me more. You can concentrate by holding on the L1 button. Okay, well I know that already. While you're concentrating, the time will slow down so you can pay close attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easy to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Great soundtrack too. Always a count. Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
Nope, not true.
No, that's wrong.
Right.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
You
know
what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Right, I was just saying that. I mean, trying to defend myself, but still at the same time.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this?
You really want me to be the killer, don't you?
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
That's a good question.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Not necessarily.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rules?
That's a good point, too.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Well, alright, fine.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
All I'm saying is that you ruined the suspense of it, Monokuma.
So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Can you now?
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Gay sex, right?
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Really?
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
I guess.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Does it? I don't remember.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Right, which is how Makoto and Sayaka did it.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Hush up.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
You misgendering bastard.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
That's the point of this trial. We'll have to keep looking. We'll have to keep talking. By the way, it was Leon, I'm telling you.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Is there?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Good point.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here. What are you talking about? Other girl who's dead. Pink hair? What was her name?
Sayaka.
Wait, what?
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... It had to be Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
That's what I'm thinking too. But then why the sword? The sword was clearly used. So did did the killer use the sword to try to kill her and end up using the knife instead?
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Shut up.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, I don't do something you're gonna blame me for the murder. Okay, don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
I wonder if I actually gonna have to kill someone in the game later on. I doubt it, but that would be a cool twist to have to play through.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about. don't you?
What exactly? The first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Absolutely. What's this about? As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Jesus Christ. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Right order? Jesus. What was missing? With the toolkit? Screwdriver? What was missing? Shoot down the wrong letters just like the stage. Fail. Ah, of course. I should have been the scene, but it wasn't. Must be a crucial point. We should figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Oh boy. That's right! Son of a bitch, man, hair!
Now I understand.
Complete!
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Or I was thinking the killer himself, herself, whoever. You okay there, Leon? What's up?
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Right, exactly. What the fuck are you talking about? They just left the body behind.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
I don't know, Leon, you tell me.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Of course not.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes, because it saves me from death.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's right, listen to her.
I would like to hear these reasons.
And we don't have to listen to her about me, just assume that she's right.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
The bathroom itself?
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled to get into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
That they had trouble getting in.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Of course not, right, Leon?
You still don't see? Okay, then.
She's probably gonna bring up the fact that the door frame itself is odd compared to the door.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoka said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first. But is that the key point here? It's one of the one that messed up the base. Yeah, tell me more. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Really. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one live contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but they said, they'll slowly lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, then you fail. But rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, go fuck yourself. Here we go. Bathroom door, yeah. Remember Makoto and Sayaka know on the door.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. When they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Wait a minute. Yeah, right. It can't be locked.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Of course, you're the one who said that too.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
And so Leon had to try to break the doorknob.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Probably because they thought it was Sayaka's room.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the doors actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime was that they didn't know was...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific,
Oh yeah, go ahead, cover your tracks.
what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut up.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
That's a good question.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, we haven't figured out what the hell happened.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Why do you say that, Leon?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Shut up. Aoi is perfect.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
That is a good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Makoto and Sayaka switched keys, but that doesn't explain how he still got the key to get into the room.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
That's what I was thinking, but it's funny that you should be the one who says it, Leon.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Did he say that? I don't remember.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
Possible.
No, that can't be it either.
You don't think so?
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Oh god, here we go.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
She asked me something too because I thought she was. That's the answer right there. There's no reason I can listen because... Ah, shit. Shit, I don't know. Fuck, what is it? Which key? I think that's it.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. What? Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Who the
I
fuck
found
is
the
this?
notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
I fucking looked at the damn notepad. Didn't I?
And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
You're not helping Aoi. Please don't say that.
And you're right, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
I looked at the notepad, didn't I? I didn't see anything there.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Right. Then that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Oh, dude, you gotta stop talking.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why do you say? Well, I don't know.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Back to the debate. Yeah, but who switched them? Sayaka maybe?
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The killer went to my room so sorry because the reason for that is that's because of what got switched between my and Sayaka's rooms.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
What's up for?
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Let me see. I'm not so sure about this
The
one,
nameplates
honestly.
on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
I wonder
So
more
what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Maybe Monokuma knew they switched rooms and then has something automatically done to switch the nameplates? I don't know.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
The only person who could switch the nameplates is the only person who could switch nameplates. It had to be Sayaka. Right? No, but that's what I said. If the killer knew, then it wouldn't.
I got it!
It has to be Sayaka, though.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Why did she switch them?
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Maybe she was lying?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Yeah, obviously.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
What do you think, Leon? You look kind of nervous there.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Yeah, there was the gold glitter on it.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's all what we need to make clear. There's very much one button on stuff. Jesus. Alright, fine. Are we getting used to these non-stop debates? Yeah, I guess. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh boy. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L1 button to cycle through each bullet. You can hold down the L1 button and release the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, the logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Oh boy. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh boy, here we go.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. It's not special for how some part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Let's see what we can do about this.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
He bangs it on her wrist.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Right.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No, that's not
So
what
she
happened.
grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
I don't think it's what happened.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, obviously.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
When would you say that, Leon?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I'm glad I chose to use the sword. Once you saw what part of your body would you have to touch it? Oh, her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Remember, Aoi, the sword has a bunch of glitter on it and stuff on it. That comes off super easily.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
That quickly? Someone barreling down on her trying to break down the door?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Toko, shut the fuck up.
No, that's not it at all.
Yes, it is. There's no way I could wash the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at night time. The water was off. Was the water removed? Turned off?
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Is that right?
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
You know, I've seen hentai that start like this.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
I've seen hentai that start like that, too.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. That's right. And the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath without the sword. Yeah, Sayaka, of course.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yes. We all just discussed the fact that she went and got it for some reason. And as this keeps going on, I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure it was Leon who killed her, but now I'm starting to think that maybe Sayaka wanted to kill Leon herself. Maybe she thought she could actually lure him into a trap and try to kill him, but he overpowered her.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, just the way she freaked out about being stuck in the school and her pop group outside, like, and especially the video that Monokuma had given her, must have freaked her out. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Was she? I thought Makoto suggested it.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Jesus. I thought they were friends.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
I didn't think Sayaka was either, but she did it.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
Was a strong word here, isn't it?
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Yeah, she's got a point.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because
why?
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
I don't think they have, dude. They're getting down to, you know, motive at least.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. You sure about that? Make your argument. A dying message. There you go.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Right there.
no, it's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Oh yeah. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I would see this entire game with red blood for some morbid reason.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
It says Leon.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Numbers and shit. Okay.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Well, let's keep going. What if that 0 was actually an O, and that 3 an E, and that 7 an upside down L for some reason? Damn it. It's no use. I just don't know. I know!
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Rotated. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yep.
So, whose name did she write?
Yeah, Leon, do you know whose name she wrote? Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. Temperature 180 degrees. Hey, Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
Yes.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
I don't think so, dude.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Ah.
And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Mm-hmm. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of is... I think I found the gun in front of the incinerator, right?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The brunt remains the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Think about it, we need to pay attention to it to figure out who's responsible. Right, it was burnt at the end, wasn't it? No. How? No. Yes, when? Some shirt was destroyed, which focused on the killer, and that the killer will become clear. What do you mean the time it was destroyed? I don't think the time it was destroyed, I don't think you do.
Shoot!
Okay. Okay, so it was how it was disposed of then.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
That was my first guess, but at the same time, someone else was able to get into the incinerator before Hifuma. What was his name? You know, before he was able to. So that's what I was thinking. It was when it was tried to dispose of it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
That's why I said when before.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one. How? Killer. Wait, how exactly? The hatch? No, but the incinerator is too far back. What about the crystal ball?
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
There absolutely was a way to use the incinerator without using the trash room key. The killer was able to turn the incinerator on by using something I found on the ground nearby.
The key to the trash room.
How
Whoever was
would
on
they...
cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Alright, well, we'll see.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to...
No, that's wrong. Hold
Slowly
on.
building the confidence
I
in me,
think
at
I know
least.
how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Got half one of those hearts back, so that's good.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
That's right, he's good at baseball. So he could just throw the crystal ball and hit the switch. But how would he still get get everything inside of it though?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was to throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire.
Right.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Leon could.
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Wouldn't have been much of a chance at all for the killer because... Ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Those arguments about to be interesting. Okay, yeah. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book, really. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Hope you don't screw it up. Closing argument. Where's the thought? 20 minutes, okay, Which one? Wait, which one am I not locked onto? Oh, wait, okay. My room was scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to think. This is when she dropped the knife, isn't it? Oh, let me... This probably help. First inside gets attacked and killed with the knife. They know something in my room. Okay, so... Okay. This opportunity to deflect Sayaka's attack, which is why that evidence was damaged. then... let me see. Hold on a second. I forced the bathroom door open. The logical way they could have done that was... Okay, wait a minute now. I think I get it. Yeah, that's what that was. Okay. The killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own. What did they do next? That's what they did next. Right. No, wait. Okay, no, here we go. No, that's not right. Hold on for a second. Okay, this is... Hold up. Can I switch it? Okay. Let's drop the knife. And ran. Open the door. Wait. I'm trying to think. Good thing I have so much time to do this. Drop the knife. Okay, but then why... Hold on. When she stabs, I can use lots of strength from something behind. Right. This isn't completed. Hold on. Let me just double check this. Came in, closed the door. Hey Sayaka, what's up? Then she attacks, notices the sword, blocks her, hits her, she drops the knife. She runs into the bathroom, couldn't open it. So she tries to use the screwdriver to open it. He opens with the screwdriver. Okay. It's the lint roller. Right. I think that's it. I think this is actually a red herring here. I think.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
There's the theme song.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. She dropped the knife, though. I mean... So this happened?
Here's a exactly what happened.
Alright, let's try again.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Dumb. Okay. In that panel, you already see the knife falling out of the hand, so you don't have to have that other one.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Oops. Yeah, put it on for a second.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
So smart.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Objection!
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object?
Of course he objects.
Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
You knew he did it and you didn't say anything this entire time?
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to... Jesus Christ, alright. This just keeps going and going. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't hear what you have to say. Obviously. When this happens, you engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTW, bullet time, aka the BTW. Ah, funny. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Here we go. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Okay. The next button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Do enough damage to your opponent and the weak spot statement will appear. At that point, the triangle button just shoots down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Defeat the statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. This is not fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
The clothespin on his lapel.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
After showing indisputable evidence that Leonard's the killer, I need to figure it out. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
I failed. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Fuck. Use the black end. Fuck! Get the one of my forces. Dude, are you serious? It's not the black ends, too bad. Okay, just graduate. Congratulations to them. Punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
All over it. Can I retry this? Yes!
I refuse to give up yet.
Guess I want to retry. What the fuck? Yeah, one more time, because I should find someone here say. The rhythm. Make a button press the template. Let's go to statement. That was my idiot mistake. Straight statement. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, boy.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use
Alright, let's see if we can do this right this time.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I can't move around
Not
like
a
this.
chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
What the hell?
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof?
What the fuck? What? Tech, fire, truth, bullets.
You kidding me? Not
Okay.
a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
That was a mistake.
Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? This should prove it.
Okay, that was my mistake. God damn it.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
Whoever used his own toolkit.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
So he went and grabbed his.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then
And if you're wrong,
the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
it's like Junji Ito's work.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh, I see. Could've gotten a goddamn S or something. Shit. Cool. I think I got a C because I fucked up that one time.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma vote. Guilty. Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case The one that killed Sayaka?
Yahoo!
Was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step, you'll be the one standing here. There was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
So you expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Why is that? Because if we came up with really... What we came up with really is the truth. Which is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. Why not? After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Yeah. Even I couldn't handle what I saw there. In there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends, to have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that what she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. That's that. Damn it. Boy howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it? Everything? It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. Don't do that. But...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really wanted to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Oh, that was a close one. Sorry, I had to yawn for a second. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, The blackened, Leon Kawata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
I guess so.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out your way to head back to your own room. When you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intention to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Of course you don't. Because the one to blame is him. What? Say what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. Really? You think so? After all, it's people without that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay. Well, anyway. More importantly,
Chills! Chills! Kills!
let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Oh boy. Leon's been found guilty. Time for punishment. In use. Wait a minute, didn't this happen at the beginning of the game? In the opening cutscene? Something like this? Oh boy. An ironic death. The 1000 blow. What the? Monokuma at the last second there. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it. All I gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. How the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. Shit. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than any of you decided you wanted to get out, right? More than one of you decided you wanted to get out. No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place? You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all have to get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I felt there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. Is there some sort of secret audience watching this? Is this like the Truman Show? Or is he trying to break the fourth wall, saying that people playing the game want to see it? Or is he actually saying that everyone here within the game secretly wanted to see vigilante justice carried out? Or mob justice, rather, not vigilante justice. I need to have some fun. I need to have some of the fun for later. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost sense of their time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. The faces were stone, the voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Saiga, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure the mystery of this case for yourself. You want me to realize how Saiga betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Saiga meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even to the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why... As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. That's what I was thinking. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. Also a possibility, I thought.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. How do you know that?
Correct.
Not someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey,
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well. I'm psychic. Ha!
what?
You believed it? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Yeah. Chapter 1. To survive. Oh boy. Only 12 people left now. You received the Despair Bat present. That's wonderful. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. I can't sing. Let me. Yeah, I think I got the good save here. I think. Well. Oh, that's just eerie, isn't it? He's not speaking. What are you talking about? That's scary. Okay. Wait, is this still Sayaka's room? Yeah, I think it is. Oh boy. Well, that's it for now. Super long video. That was intense. We'll see what happens next, I guess. God damn. I still wonder if I had done things differently with the students who died this chapter, would that have changed? Would Sayaka have still been alive, or what? I don't know. Maybe not though, because when I fucked up and I at the end of it and I lost the case, the game allowed me to try again. So it's not like I lost the case and then game over and then I do the whole thing over again or something. Like it immediately gave me a chance to try again. And I don't know if I had a limited amount of chances or not to keep trying, but I don't know. That makes you think that maybe the game is scripted for the most part and not maybe just random. Although I think it'd be more interesting if it were random or procedurally generated. You know? or whether if your actions had more impact on what was going on. But you know, we'll see how that turns out. We'll see how everything goes from there. So with chapter 1's done, and on to chapter 2. We'll see what happens next time. But until then, I'll talk to you guys later.